What's up? RagerM578 here, and welcome back, finally, to Assassin's Creed Origins. Alright, man, listen. I have actually been very hyped to come back to this game, especially after last week, because, I mean, it was fun. I don't know, man. This game is still freaking good, and it's still my favorite, personal opinion, favorite of the RPG game. I mean, I can totally understand, if you enjoy, Assassin's Creed Odyssey more, or Valhalla, or anything like that. And that's the awesome thing is that we're able to choose which one we prefer. If you don't like any of them because, you're stuck in the, old Assassin's Creed with way better ways, then, I mean, hey, man, that's you. But, I'm not disagreeing either, by the way. So, I mean, I do personally prefer the older Assassin's Creed game compared to the RPG game. But this one here, this one's fucking good. I mean, like, if there's one game that I would highly want people to try out, it's definitely Assassin's Creed Origins. Which is why we're playing it. So, anyways, let's go ahead and go up here. So, I mean, I guess it's kind of up to debate, whether you're playing as an assassin or not. I mean, technically we're not assassins, not for a long time. But again, I mean, if I'm correct, because I never actually beaten the game and I never played any of the DLCs, which is why I'm very excited to be playing this game. This is obviously like, how the assassins became assassins, and I'm guessing it all started with our boy Bayek here, which, again, I mean, I don't know if Bayek is technically considered a amazing character, up there with, Ezio and Altair and all that stuff, but I really like Bayek as a character too, because one thing that I really do love is that he's human, and I'm only saying it because, we saw it in, last week's episode, but, Bayek was a dad and who lost his son, and he's separated from his wife, which is who we're going to go meet in Alexander, and we're going to see him at his highest, we're going to see him at his lowest, we're going to see him have that fatherly love, we're going to see him given to that anger and rage and all that stuff, so it's kind of like Kratos in a way. All right. But I think he's a great character.
What good fortune! I thought it would be years before we saw you again.
Hail in peace, Menahet. How is your family?
The children seem to grow larger by the minute. My wife and I have our hands full. And you? Is there any news of...
None.
I forget myself. There are so many things in your life best not spoken of. Forgive me.
I see by your garb that you have been promoted.
Ah, yes. The High Priest, in his grace, made me his second. And my rank is not the only thing he has changed. You must see the temple.
You will give me a tour?
Of course, of course. At the moment of your pleasure.
Alright, this is kind of pointless, but I'm just gonna do it just for the immersion. Listen, I'm pretty sure, like, in church, you can technically wear your, hat, but, like, when you're praying or something like that, it's respectable to take it off. And Jewish people, they wear that little hat thing. Yes, I don't know what it's called. I'm not Jewish, so, I mean, anyways, but I would think that, like, back in those days, it would be real, kind of respectful to put the old hood down or something like that. Probably not. I mean, probably don't care, but I'm gonna do it. We also got a skill point too. Was there something I was actually gonna get? Blue arrow stuck in your shield back into your inventory. Well, that's probably gonna be a must. So I know that some things that are a must that I really want to get is the arrow retriever, the assassination loot, so that we don't have to, press a button to pick up shit. Charge heavy attack. I mean, yeah. So these are stuff that we're obviously gonna be getting at some point, anyways. What's this? Calm out. Oh yeah, yeah. Sleep dart. Sleep darts is really good. See, backstreet. You can purchase rare quality items in shop. That's awesome. Actually, I can't believe that's a skill. I don't think I've ever played another game where a skill point or skill in general basically affects shops around. No, now that I think about it, that actually sounds like a usual thing. Oh, whatever. and then killing enemy with tools grant XP and stuff like that. And one thing I love about Assassin's Creed game is playing with the tools that they gave you, you know, sleep dart, poison darts, fire bombs, you know, stuff like that. Because, you know, I feel like an assassin, just, you know, going around sneaking and just using your hidden blade to stab people in the butt. I mean, it's viable, you can do it and stuff like that, but it's not as cool. So, you know, let's go ahead and get the arrow retriever. Alright. Oh, I gotta speak to the guy.
Ready to see our beautiful temple?
After you, Menehet. Or is it servant of the goddess?
Menehet will do for one as good as family.
It's far from the sorry ruin of my last visit.
Yamu now plays constant host to ceremonies showing our rustic way of life, which attract many visitors with more gold than sense.
A description well suited to Alexandrians. How does this sit with your faith?
I confess that my thoughts are sometimes uneasy.
Oh yeah, I thought they were about to push my ass.
Gang of ruffians, huh? Silent as gifts.
Uncle Bayek! Uncle Bayek! Hello, Uncle.
Jewels of my life, why have you left your mother's side?
Pick me up, Uncle Bayek!
See now, there's no need to attack a man from behind. We're not numbering him 4 to 1. Huh?
You taught us to secure every advantage possible over a Tainder's foe.
Yes. And I am very dangerous! Hide well, for the wanderer stalks your path.
Now we're about to cheat the shit out of these kids. Our eagle's gonna rat them out. So, but this kind of like this is actually a really good tutorial. We're technically still in the tutorial phase, but this is I was using Sinew as like a scout tower or something like that to find objectives and stuff like that. But this also kind of teaches us that like when we go into these like big guarded areas looking for our target to assassinate, you know, this kind of teaches us that we can use Sinew to locate our target and stuff like that. Basically, it's kind of like wall hacks in a way.
You found me. Your turn to hide.
Come
What?
away from there, Nyla. You're getting in the priest's way.
Yes, she's getting in the priest's way, standing behind a pillar that no one's behind, or no one's going through. That makes a lot of sense. Alright. We're gonna have to climb for this one. So, yeah, I mean, taking my hood off when going into a sacred temple.
Are you following me?
You might get lost without me. It's a big temple.
You know, it might be a sign of disrespectfulness, stuff like that, but climbing on their artifacts and, you know, jumping on their pillars and stuff like that, nah, I'm fine with that.
You must come down
How the
from
fuck
here.
do you get up here, kid? How the fuck do you get up here?
Watch the stars.
Only the priests are permitted here. You know that.
Yes, but I want to see.
Hush. Come down now. We can watch stars from the riverbank. Your father wants you to go home.
And I prefer to stay with you.
Okay. Alright. I mean, I'm not complaining and stuff like that, you know. I mean, because it's always cool to hang out with the cool guys, right? Am I right? Alright.
Are you going to sleep at our house again?
Our house is in the middle of the street. Dumbass. What are you doing down here?
Sheba, what in the name of the gods are you doing down there?
I wanted to hide, but now I can't get back out. I'm scared.
Dumb
Stay
kid.
calm. I will help you out of there. This way.
Thank you, Uncle Bayek.
Go straight home to your mother. She will be worried.
Alright. Last person's is gonna be over there, so. Yeah, one thing that I do kind of appreciate in this game, and even in Odyssey, is the ability to pretty much climb almost any wall like a Spider-Man.
I hope to
In the
pass by
older
and visit your
Assassin's
mother.
Creed game, I mean, I prefer that parkour system over this one. Especially in Unity. Unity had the best parkour system. It's still questionable why they never.
You will meet your end at the hands of the mighty gladiator Sorius.
Sonic, stay back! That's the last of the children.
Alright. Anyways, still has the best parkour system, and stuff like that. But I mean, this game it is very convenient, especially when you have to get around big ass walls and stuff like that, and try to find a way to get inside stuff. Oh, there's a staircase here. So that explains how the kids get up here. But yeah, I'm happy that it's in this game too, stuff like that. Especially once we get out into the middle of the desert, like into the like more rocky mountain areas and stuff like that. It's way more convenient just being able to climb up those rocks and stuff.
Look at this. Fraud abounds in your market. And you claim you can do nothing?
The dealings of the market are beyond me. Speak rather to the offending merchant.
Priest, you have proven as false as your mummies.
Menahet, your brood is delivered safely home.
Thank you, friend.
What did that fool want with you?
Some visitors, having purchased religious objects, are angry when our village has no more dead cats to sell them. Though not a merchant, I am often the means by which the aggrieved snuff their anger.
This matter needs a firm hand.
Alright. That's cool, we got an ability point, but what am I supposed to do now, game? Meet the merchants in the Yummy Market. Okay. Alright. Speak to merchants that might be willing to speak of false icons. Alright, so looks like we'll need to, well, you know, do some little bit of an investigatory. So while we make our way there, definitely want to go ahead and say that the boys and I, we've picked up Outlast Trials, which has been out for a couple months, but we've been waiting for the game to go on sale. And there's a really good deal going on right now where you can get like the deluxe edition, which comes with like extra skins and stuff like that, cheaper than the base game. So, and right now that's what we're playing. We're gonna put the hood back on too.
These are false.
Actually, no, we'll just leave the hood off. So sun's going down anyways. I mean, you know, it's not too bad. But yeah, but definitely check it out. I'm gonna be putting a video out later today about the Outlast Trials, and you know, and we're gonna do it from 2 different perspectives. Oh, hello there, Booty. You're a girl, right? Okay, hello there, Booty. So, all right, let's just play the game, bro. But check it out, dude. It's a pretty intense game. It's awesome.
Greetings. I am...
You have come to the right place, Neb. We have everything you could possibly want.
What I want is to ask about false idols sold at the market.
I have heard rumors of such, but there is nothing to them. Now leave if you want to avoid trouble.
What kind of trouble will you be talking about? You have nothing to,
And my wife got sick anyway.
you have nothing to hide, don't you?
Tell me of the fake mummies being sold here.
I have no desire to be dragged into this.
Menahet sent me. Your silence is an insult to his holy office.
I wish to anger neither him nor the gods. We are forced to sell items of lesser quality, or see our stalls destroyed.
Who is behind this?
I can say no more now. Let us meet tonight, where the village turns to farmland.
Alright, merchants on the way to the farm. Speak to the merchant outside Yamu at night. Alright. Let's go ahead and make our way over there. Making our way downtown. Or in Egypt. I don't know. People to kill. And I'm homebound. I don't know, man. So sometimes I can just like make up lyrics like right off the bat, and sometimes it's like beating a dead horse or something. Or I guess, you know, since we're in Egypt, beating a dead camel. So, which that's how I found out cheese was first discovered. I believe it was a camel or a goat or something. I believe it was a camel actually, but apparently some dude thought it was a good idea to try to preserve milk, so he put it inside of a camel, and when you know, when he had to cross a desert, and when he, you know, got to his destination, he opened up the camel, and found that his milk got all soiled and all that stuff. But it wasn't a bad thing because then he was like, man, this shit looks weird. I'm gonna eat it. And that's how cheese was discovered. So, yeah, I mean, hey, the dude made bread, all right. So like, I mean, I ain't gonna complain, and I mean, I like cheese, so. All right, let's go ahead and skip the nighttime. Okay, stop nighttime. Stop nighttime. Stop nighttime. Wasn't considered nighttime. All right. There we go. Yeah. Alright.
My friend, I am glad to see you have kept our appointment. Come, sit with me and share a drink of wine.
I do not have time for that.
It is a beautiful night. Let us enjoy the coolness of the air for a moment before turning to business.
My boy's trying to get my booty.
Take in the air. Who is behind the traffic of false icons?
Well, you see, it is no simple story. There are many involved in this terrible affair, but they would all tell you the same thing. Pity the trusting man, for he suffers great pain. Seek evil, and you will always find it. Sailing unknown waters always brings the risk of shipwreck.
No one will find your body once we feed it to crocodiles.
I cannot wait to see what your guts look like.
That's pretty weird, my guy.
The path to knowledge is perilous.
Eat shit, Medjai scum!
A man who fights as well as you can perhaps afford to be trusting.
Talk, or you will meet the same fate as your friends.
That will not be necessary. Among the dunes, southeast of here, is the bandit camp where the fake mummies are made. I suppose you would go and destroy it now.
Better I smash the camp than your head.
You know, even though that guy was a traitor, I respect Bayek for not wanting to get revenge and kill the guy.
As Ra lives, what a disgrace.
Another cool detail that we can actually look here. When you go to Tallgrass, if you just walk by it, like where like, you know, string, like he'll make his hand fly out to like feel the leaves and all that stuff. So I don't know, it's a cool detail. That's one thing that I didn't pick up when I first played this game, but like after I played I think it was Odyssey. That's when I realized that the games had detail. So I went back and looked at some of the details that Assassin's Creed Origins had, and holy shit, it's awesome. So, alright.
Whoa.
But yeah, man, I mean, and details in a game just makes me love it more, because it makes it feel more alive, it makes it feel like you're actually, like, in this game. There's the camp we're looking for. Alright, so Acid was, like, looking for those kids. We gotta, let's go ahead and get a little bit closer. Oh, I got a lookout up there, too.
Whoa.
Yeah, we can use Sinu to look at the camp for us. Alright. Do a cache of false religious icons. Alright. Got a lot of dudes at this camp. You know it's a big market. They can afford all these dudes. Alright.
I should be cautious around here.
That's a good idea, but Oh wait, I just realized. Come on. Oh, I'm so greedy. Oh, I got a better quality shield out of that though.
Menehet will rest easy now that this is done.
Alright, might as well go ahead and take this guy out too. I can't reach him from here. There we go. Alright. Alright, cool. So we helped a bit and stuff like that. By the way, I think this is still technically a side mission. Like this isn't like part of a main quest. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. See, so we got our little tabs here, main mission, events, you know, side mission, stuff like that. This is part of a side mission. So this whole thing. So, and hey, man, I love it when in games, you know, they make the side missions feel like it's like a main story mission and stuff like that. If that makes any sense, I don't know. But I mean, hopefully devs who make open world games understand that side missions is what encourages players to want to, you know, it helps us be a part of the world. You know, it feels like, you know, we're either making a difference or we're probably not. Like in Witcher 3, I mean, I don't think anybody can argue that Witcher 3 has some of the best side missions in game, because I mean they're very lore heavy. Not all of them, but a lot of them have a lot of lore stuff in it. You know, there's all kinds of different ones too. It's not just fetch quests, but you know, there's hunts and stuff like that. There's like investigations, stuff like that, and it helps us, you know, depending on who it is, connect more with, you know, whatever character that we're, you know, helping and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I'm not saying that, you know, this game, you know, side mission or just as deep and stuff like that as Witcher 3, but they're not bad, if anything. I mean, it's pretty good, so I don't mind it. Alright. Oh my god, guys, all the way in the back.
Ah, here you are.
I've dealt with the trafficking of false mummies. How can I ease the burdens of an old friend?
Tonight, we will stage a grand spectacle. Our goddess Sekhmet defends the people against Isfet's chaos.
But Pamu, our champion, is nowhere to be found. The High Priest will judge me responsible for his absence.
I'll have a look.
Sekhmet bless you. His home is near the market, but check the tavern first.
It pains me to ask you for a further favor.
I mean, you might as well.
Pamu does like a drink now and again.
Alright, so I think we actually got 2 ability points now. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing, so we can automatically snatch that loot. Alright, find and bring Pamu to Menehet. So, still, once again, I mean, it's still side missions, stuff like that, but I mean, I have no problem doing it. Especially, you know, the fact that it's giving us more time to spend in this one area. Which I think is actually a great area to get players familiar with doing more side missions and stuff like that, using Sinew to locate targets and all that stuff like we are doing right now. Here we go. You know, stuff like that. It's a great place to make players remember the game, and I think, I mean, at least for me, it helps me, you know, create memories of this place. Like, every time I, like, come back to this game, you know, I'll be like, you know, looking on the map and stuff like that, and if I like see, you know, temples, you know, of what's it, Sekhmet and Yamu, you know, this area here, I'm like, oh yeah, so, you know, over here is where, you know, I helped that one guy escape from this crazy, you know, bitch of a wife that tried to rob him, and then she stuck her brothers on me and I killed him, and she was like, whoa, you killed my brother, it so sucks. you know, stuff like that. And then it's where it helped the priests, you know, just etc, etc, etc. So it helps you be more familiar with the location. Alright, so okay, so basically we just gotta bring a dude over.
This must be Pamu. Ugh. The man stinks of beer.
Well, at least we know he's not injured, so. Alright, let's bring his ass.
Oh, thank you. I've been trying to get him to leave for hours.
Okay. So maybe it's for the lack of paying attention, but yeah, I have no clue why we're bringing a drunk guy. I'm sorry, a drunk, half-naked guy to a temple, but you know, whatever works, I guess. All right.
Menahet.
That is Pamu.
About your drunk
What has
guy.
happened to him?
His passion for toasting Sekhmet has exceeded his head for drink.
This is a disaster. People have come from the Red Land and the Black to see him fight.
If a fight is all that is needed, I could replace him.
Of course, Magi. You honor yourself in saving me from disgrace. Speak to the High Priest in the temple courtyard. He will take care of the rest.
Yeah, now I remember. It's because this guy's a fighter. They're supposed to represent the area or somewhere. I didn't know if that was a little, like, chihuahua or a cat for a second. I was like, is that a dog? So, nah, man. I think the Egyptians definitely made cats, like, help cats think they're as highly and awesome as they are. You know, stuff like that. You know, like cats think that they're, you know, on top of the world and all that stuff. Which is why I freaking love them. I mean,
Your Holiness,
cats are
I'm here to
awesome,
fight for
bro.
Sekhmet.
You're not Pamu. He was meant to play Sekhmet.
But yeah, they
Pamu
were
is
very
ill.
highly regarded in
is
ancient
recovering
Egyptian
at the temple.
times. I don't know how high, but
Follow me.
I mean, they made a god sculpture based off of cats, I believe. So that's something.
Do not fear. Sekhmet will receive a fine tribute.
We give thanks for your presence on this sacred night. We invite your witness on the solemnity of our custom. We unveil to you a ritual that has guarded us for century upon century. Make every eye to look upon... Should malice cling too strongly to your hearts, Isfet, the evil one, shall smite the goddess. And condemn Yamu to 100 seasons of darkness. But should your hearts be pure, the goddess shall favor us, shielding us from the obscurity of chaos. Let that battle begin!
Oh, this is a new weapon. We haven't had one of these yet.
Sekhmet the lioness has shielded us from Isfet's greed. Isfet was once husband to Ma'at, goddess.
I'm like a fucking Shaolin monk right now. Whoa! Ha, ha, ha. Ha. Oh shit! Ha, 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 ha. Hell yeah!
And guarded the door against him. Their battle lasted 20 days and nights before Sekhmet subdued the Lord of Chaos. The lioness's fangs will please.
Oh shit, I didn't know he was gonna do it twice.
Sekhmet might enliven your arm.
You might be in trouble here, boys.
His weapon is
You fucking asshole! He freaking just hyper armor my shit. Well, it is Ubisoft, so and they love hyper armor, especially For Honor. Unless I can just clutch this one out. Oh my god. Just gotta parry this dude. You fucking ass. And my health is like slowly regenerating.
the warrior of Sekhmet beats back chaos. Sekhmet's might enlivens your arm.
Okay.
The warrior of Sekhmet beats back chaos. The
Ah.
lion's fangs will cleave the lioness. Their fighter don't lose. His weapon is bathed in Sekhmet's fire.
Holy crap. That was that was clutch. That is such a cool weapon. So it's an amazing armor too, but I always prefer armor with the hood on.
I could swear you were the Blood Eater herself.
Ah. No, the priest's recounting of the battle between the goddess and Isfet was new to me.
It is a tale of his own invention. You will not hear it outside Yamu. Would that you'd agree to stay with us longer. But I know that greater duties call you.
I'll say goodbye to the children before I leave.
Do so. They'll miss you. You are always welcome in Yamu, whenever your journeys bring you to our gnome.
Keep the mask and stop.
Alright, first of all, let's put our armor on. I think we actually get a new outfit for this. Yeah, so we get that same outfit that we already have back on if we wanted it. So this is another cool outfit I really like too. I like how it has like the mask and stuff like that, and even like with the hood down and stuff like that, it looks pretty beast. Then we got this one, of course, and I mean, I like it too. I'm just not a big fan of the when the hood comes up. Cause you can see a little eyeballs peeking out. It's so funny. So and then we got the Centurion armor. It's just, yeah, now this is badass. I like it, but I really wouldn't rock it in the desert or anything like that. So, alright.
The goddess as poor tokens.
Alright. Before we leave, let's check and see if there's any more. Well, there's another side mission over there. So I guess we could do that before we leave. And then, continue to Alexandria to meet Bayek's wife, Aya. So it's so cool though. We get to spend like an episode in this one location, just doing like side missions and stuff like that. So it's nice, you know, just dedicating, you know, a whole episode to a certain part of the world and stuff. And that is a family.
It's strange to see bodies left out like this. The embalmer must know more. It is a shame to see 3 dead left neglected. What happened?
They were just brought here, Medjay. A family struck down by the sword. Only the daughter, Ira, survived. She carried them here one by one. Poor girl. All by herself now. A tragic story.
Tragic indeed. Where is she now?
You can find her on the abandoned date farm near the road where her family died.
Ira
You know-
sounds like a woman worth meeting.
One thing that I have to go ahead and like say, what the fuck? What the fuck? And that's what I had to say. Okay, well, let's carry on. You know what? I'm not gonna say oh Ubisoft or anything like that. I'm gonna say that's just that's open world game for you, man. Like, if you can tell me an open world game that doesn't have bugs, I would love to see it. Because I've seen some weird shit in, like, Red Dead Redemption's open world. Witcher's open world. I remember the first episode we did of The Witcher. Anyways, Roach, our horse, was peeking his head through the tavern. That was strange. And it's actually kind of a common bug. I've seen it happen on other people. But, I wanted...
They must be looking for Iras. Best may know. Hope she does too.
We also got soldiers here too, so we're gonna take them out. I was gonna say, I really appreciate, and I know this is probably because this wasn't an idea on Ubisoft part at the time, but the fact that there's no dialogue choices like in this game, and I don't know if that's controversial or something like that, but considering that Bayek is already like a kind of like a predetermined character, stuff like that, like in terms of lore. And what I mean by like predetermined, I mean Geralt, he's a predetermined, you know, he's a witcher, he's a dude, you know, his personality is what he is and stuff like that. Though he does have dialogue choices that, you know, that makes him who he is. And I don't know, I guess it really just determines on the writing and stuff like that. But when it comes to like Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Valhalla, I didn't really find the dialogue choices that engaging, you know, that fun. And I mean, I'm not trying to just shit on Ubisoft, you know, every second that I can. You know, I mean, I can do that all day. I can make a whole video about it, but I'm not going to, because then it's just gonna be me, you know, an hour of me just bitching and ranting about, you know, how great, you know, Ubisoft, and I don't want to do that.
Let's finish this quickly. I have a bigger offering at the villa.
But I feel like it helps us, you know who Bayek is as an independent character, you know, stuff like that. I feel like with some of the dialogue choices, they try to make, you know, characters, you know, be like, oh, you know, it's like I'm trying to self-insert myself into a character who's already, you know, made and stuff like that, you know. And me personally, I don't care about that kind of stuff. You know, as long as the character is good and interesting and, you know, has a good, damn, I can't take this guy out in one hit. I'm gonna have to leave him for last. As long as the character is good and interesting and stuff like that, then I'm happy, personally. You know, and I feel like dialogue choices and stuff like that will kind of just drive me away from making Bayek the character he is, and why I like him as a character. But yeah, like, you know, Alexios and Cassandra, you know, say what you will and stuff like that, but I mean, I didn't really find like either character interesting, and the dialogue choices didn't really help me with that, and that's just my opinion. But now I do think out of the two, Cassandra is the better character over Alexios, and that's only because Alexios' voice actor is just, well, it's not better than Cassandra, that's for sure. In fact, I don't know, man. I mean, I do think Cassandra plays the hero character and the and a villain character. Spoiler alert for Odyssey, by the way. Better than Alexios' character. You know, so if you choose to play Alexios, stuff like that, Cassandra will be the bad character or whatever. And I think she does really well as a bad character and, you know, the protagonist, stuff like that. Which honestly, it's pretty fucking cool. You know, how they managed to do something like that. It's not. Oh my god. Hold up. Just shake it off, man. Taylor Swift it. Ow. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit balls. Okay. I forgot we're playing this game on hard. Anyways, but I don't feel like the dialogue choice kind of helped me like them as much as Bayek. And even with Eivor, you know, I did like the male voice actor, and I did actually kind of like Eivor as a character. But again, I don't feel like the dialogue choice helped in that department. Whereas Bayek, I mean, we're seeing him as himself, you know, as his own character.
I've come to help you with us.
How do you come to know my name?
A priest told me of you.
Ah. My kin have owned this land for centuries, but left it barren until now. A soldier came to us, saying his master held a deed of sale. My father refused to concede the property. Then, well, the rest is as you know it.
What will you do?
The farm is my birthright. I will work it as long as I can.
That's a tough-ass woman, by the way, I mean.
You may try. The villa they spoke of lies northwest of here, on the road to Alexandria.
I mean, the fact that she's still willing to work on the farm that her family died at, plus she was able to bring the bodies.
Tell the world I died preserving my family's legacy.
That's a badass chick. Guys, keep her close. Anyway. Anyways, but yeah, I think it's, I don't know, maybe it's because like the way Ubisoft does the dialogue option. Again, it try to makes it feel like, you know, what would the players like to insert themselves into? What would they want to do in that situation? Whereas like in Witcher 3, like each like even though you can argue that there are some choices in that game that you can make that what makes sense for Geralt as a character, the dialogue option still feels like that's what Geralt would say, you know, that's how it would work. I'm pretty sure you can watch a YouTube video that explain what my point exactly way better than I can. But I mean, that again, it's all opinion and stuff like that, okay? If you like the, you know, the dialogue options and stuff like that, go right ahead, man. I mean, you know, just eat that shit up. I'm only hoping that, like, first of all, I'm hoping Assassin's Creed Shadow is good, but the game is kind of going really weird for me. In fact, I mean, I'm definitely gonna, I'm gonna keep my, I'm gonna just see and listen out for what the game is. I know it's pretty popular to hate Assassin's Creed Shadows and stuff like that, but I think I'm gonna kind of speak for the people who are kind of, you know, not saying anything, and just say that I mean, I'm just gonna wait and see what you know, not reviewers, not game journalists, you know, stuff like that, what they're saying. I'm gonna wait and see what the fans are saying, you know, and the honest fans, stuff like that. If they're not afraid to say that, you know, a game is bad and you know, they, you know, stuff like that, then I'm gonna listen to them. I'm gonna listen to, you know, the honest opinions about it. And that's what it is, really. That's what reviews are for the most part. What the fuck are you doing here? What? Are you serious? How unlucky was that? Alright. What are you guys doing? Come out here. Come on, you fucking turtle.
Have your guts for that.
But yeah, I'm just gonna listen. I'm just gonna keep it out for it. I mean, if Assassin's Creed Shadow turns out to be a good game, then that's what it is. It's gonna be a good game, regardless of the amount of hate. Hold up, that is receiving right now. The thing is, though, is that I understand people who, you know, probably pre-order the game, you know, and stuff like that, and who's, you gotta be kidding me, dude. This is not going well, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna have to hit and run. Or he's just an idiot. I'm good. Oh, I do not know if I can fight this guy right now. Oh, I can! Oh, I'm so awesome. Holy shit. Yo, how am I clutching this right now?
Hey.
Wait a minute.
Bro, I just managed to pull that back straight up. I was gonna go up there originally to sabotage that, because if somebody lights that up, it blows them up, and I don't think it will call reinforcement then. But I think we kind of clutched it out. But anyways, as I was saying though, I can definitely understand both sides of the argument of Assassin's Creed Shadow. For one thing, I mean, it's in Japan, which is awesome. Another thing though is that like the Japanese. Hold up, let's read this real quick.
Hey.
Yo, we are like, hold up.
Oh,
fuck. Oh, he's gonna see me, isn't he? Come here, my boy. Okay, can I read this again? Is there a way to read notes? Because I actually want to read that. No. Goddamn. Alright. There's gotta be some like a way to read stuff. Huh. Whatever. But anyways, at the same time, I mean, what Ubisoft has done to like the Japanese and their culture thus far, and how they handle like the marketing and the build up to it, it's one of the worst ways you can go. I mean, like, and I do mean on a personal level with the Japanese. I watched this. There's a Japanese YouTuber, who actually, he better. It's better to listen to what an actual Japanese person is saying, and trying to understand, you know, their side of why are Japanese players turning on Ubisoft, you know, turning on the on Assassin's Creed Shadows. Because I mean, hey man, this should be a straight up Layla. Oh, this is where you can return to the modern day present. Fuck that. Anyways, you know, it's better to get their side of the story, and like, or getting both sides of the story really, and see what, you know, why the Japanese audience is turning on Assassin's Creed Shadow. Because this is the chance, bro. Like, this is the time where, you know, I mean, this is something that we've been asking for years. We've been asking for an Assassin's Creed game in Japan, and I mean, people are just hating on it. It's crazy. We've been asking for this thing, and we don't like it. It's fucking crazy. But I don't blame the people. I mean, we're not the ones who are making it. It's Ubisoft that are making it, and the way they're doing the choices that they made and stuff like that. And it's so weird. So, and I'm not just like gonna, you know, talk about you know, all the more controversial stuff, you know, the characters themselves, and you know, the romantic options you can have and stuff like that. I don't care personally, but I respect and I care more about the Japanese culture as a whole, more than I don't know, I guess the design of, you know, or whatever decision that it was. I don't know, man. It's a weird situation, dude. But like I said, I mean, we just kind of have to wait and see, really, of like what we're just gonna have to wait and see. That's all I can say. So I know people are out there gonna be like, I don't have to wait and see. You give some fucking shit. I already know, stuff like that. I'm like, okay, all right. So I mean, I'm pretty sure, you know, when Helldivers 2 got announced and stuff like that, everybody knew how famous and how awesome the game was gonna be and stuff like that when it first released. But you know, it is what it is. So, all right. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to end the episode here, because well, first of all, we're reaching the biggest ass of the cities, Alexandria, and we're also about to save a dude from getting. I equipped a new arrow. Just gonna pepper this dude. Go, my boy, go! But yeah, we're about to meet the big city. I'm guessing in the next episode we'll finally be able to meet Aya and all that stuff. And yeah, so. Whew. Alright, honestly, I think that's, I mean, until Assassin's Creed Shadows come out, I think it's the last time I'm definitely going to be talking about it only because, well, you know, there's really nothing else to say except just when the game comes out. And plus, I'm playing Assassin's Creed Origins, which, I mean, hey, I already know I already like better. So, but anyways, I'm gonna end the episode here once again. Couple things though, we do got another Outlast video coming out today. So, you know, me and my friends take on our first trial. What a blast that was. And then, we also, now I'm also going to be working on Yakuza videos as well. I know there wasn't a lot of Yakuza videos this past week. It's a very crazy freaking time at my job right now. But I just came back to work in daytime, so I'm happy. Oh yeah, there's another good detail too. Sinu will rest on by his arm after a certain point. So, anyways, I'm gonna end the episode here once again. So thank you guys so much for watching, as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Later. Look at that, Bayek in the squad. Hell yeah.